All right, guys, this story is nuts. I'm sure by now y'all already heard about the FS1 lawsuit against Joy Taylor, against this guy on the right, the Fox executive, against Skip Bayless. They said a lot of crazy things are happening. But right now, the main thing I want to talk about is this love triangle between Joy Taylor, who we see in the middle, Emmanuel Acho, who's on the left, and the Fox executive, who was her big boss on the right. So allegedly, in the lawsuit, they said Joy Taylor was sleeping with Emmanuel Acho. So that's the guy on the left, the football player, and apparently they were getting it in, for a while, and she was also sleeping with the executive, her boss, to be able to get better spots on shows and get promotions, and he was doing it as like a power play. And that was his thing. He would get the talent at Fox, the female talent, to sleep with him. And then, he'd put him on a show or something. We were wondering why all these beautiful women started getting put on, the sports shows. I know a lot of dudes would talk about it. Like, why are they even here? They never played. They don't barely understand what's going on. Now we know. We see why. Because of people like this executive right here, this Fox executive, he was putting females, beautiful females on the show. One, for people to look at them, sex sells, but two, because they would sleep with him. And even in the reports, it said that the women that wouldn't sleep with him, he would fire them. So, man, this is like, some Diddy stuff, some Epstein stuff going down at Fox. They were having all kind of people apparently sleeping with each other. Another report came out today that Skip was doing cocaine at FS1. I mean, he would always be pretty pumped up at 5, 6 in the morning, but he said it was Mountain Dew, And it's also reported that the lady who filed the suit, the hairstylist at FS1, she worked there 12 years, that Skip was upset at her because she was sleeping with Shannon Sharp and she wouldn't sleep with him. What in the world is going on at FS1? What in the world is going on? But back to Joy Taylor. So apparently Joy Taylor was sleeping with more than just these two guys. Also, apparently she was sleeping with other executives, and her power play was to do all that so that she could blackball the executives or the people that she slept with, basically. And she was talking about if something happened to her at Fox, or she would get fired or something, that she was going to Me Too the Fox executive guy. What? This is just truly crazy. If all this stuff is true, it's truly crazy what was going on in the toxic work culture that they had there. Just wow. I know Hollywood is weird. Hollywood is a weird place, but this is crazy that they were all doing this at their job. They were having these freak offs and everybody was sleeping with everybody. And another big thing that came out in the lawsuit was that Skip offered $1.5 million to sleep with the hairdresser that filed the suit. She's not pictured in here, but yeah, he offered her 1.5 and she turned him down and he got mad. It's just crazy. If all this is true, Skip has a clean image, but not anymore. This has blown up all that, and it's just everybody's got their eyeballs on this. Everybody's making comments about it. But to me, the most shocking thing was Joy Taylor, that they basically were saying, I hate to say this, sounds rude, but she was the office hoe and she was sleeping with everybody, but she was doing it in a strategic way, And then the lady who filed the lawsuit said that her and Joy Taylor were really good friends, and then they stopped being friends, and Joy Taylor started making fun of her because she was Muslim and because of her race, and she told her that one of the executives was trying to make her have sex with them. It was the hairdresser lady saying this, and Joy Taylor told her, oh, just get over it, whatever. But now we see why, because Joy Taylor was playing the game. Joy Taylor was sleeping her way to the top, and, she was getting all these dudes, wrapped around her finger. She had blackmail on everyone. She knew where all the bodies were, allegedly, I got to keep saying allegedly because I'm not trying to get sued by Fox Sports or Joy Taylor or Emmanuel Acho or the Fox executive or Skip Bayless. Nah, not me. But so, yeah, apparently they were having all these freak offs at work. it's just like I watched the show and never suspected any of this. I watched also, Speak with Acho and Joy Taylor. I never suspected any of this. I suspected, Shannon and Skip not getting along, but I didn't expect any of this that they say is going on. But, every job has crazy work culture. And I know a lot of people see crazy things at their job. I know I see crazy things at my job all the time that, would lead to probably some people getting divorced. People have work husbands and wives. People are, messing with bosses for raises. Things happen like this at jobs that you see. And usually you turn a blind eye to. And usually, about 50-50, I say something happens about it and somebody gets in trouble or somebody gets fired. It's a dangerous game to play. This is really a dangerous game that Emmanuel Acho was playing, Joy Taylor, this executive, Skip, all of them. If this is all true, this is a really dangerous game because now you could get fired and lose your career. Your reputation is already tarnished because even if all this is untrue, how do you take back what everybody heard? How do you take back what everybody sees in this legal document? You really can't. So that's going to tarnish your legacy for a while. But if you get fired, that's going to hurt. And then some of this stuff, if the state decides to look into it, could be criminal. Some of the things that she alleged, Skip Bayless, he was supposedly feeling on the lady the hairdresser who filed the suit, and so was the executive. They would inappropriately touch her. That stuff's criminal, Joy Taylor just sleeping around with people at work, that's not criminal. Nothing can happen. Emmanuel Acho just taking advantage of his moment, that's just him seeing an opportunity and taking it. But he didn't do anything that I saw, at least in the reports, that would get him fired. Unless, some jobs have where you can't sleep with coworkers in the rules. So that could get you fired. But this whole situation is crazy, We're going to see what happens. I know everyone's going to lawyer up. I'm just a little surprised that I haven't seen any of them make a statement yet. I'm waiting on to see what Skip says because Skip always has something to say, Skip's always been very opinionated, he's going to let you know. He tells the truth. He not scared of anyone. He's not scared of nothing. Any subject, he'll take it, and say something. Well, let's hear it. I'm ready to hear the story. I'm ready to hear your side of the story because I'm confused. I don't know what's going on at your job, but I want to know more now after seeing this because there's some crazy allegations out there. And Joy Taylor, too. Joy Taylor's the same way. She's always opinionated, always got to let everyone know that she's here, she's beautiful, all that, blah, blah, blah. And she's Jason Taylor's little sister, and she lives in Miami, and then she lives in Los Angeles, blah, blah, blah. No, I want to hear what you have to say about this lawsuit and what they're alleging about you and what is in this document, this civil document. Let me hear that. Let me hear what's going on. Let me hear your side of the story, the truth, because this is just chaos. But yeah, guys, just again, this is all allegations. This will be in a civil. It's in a civil case. We'll see how it plays out. It'd be very interesting. We're going to learn a lot more about these people we watch on TV that we watched on TV for so long. And I think maybe a few careers are going to end. But that's okay. But all right, guys, it's Bias Sports. Let me know what y'all think about this crazy love triangle. I'm out.